Welcome back to the
papameat. First time watching. This is a 7-month-old video. The horrors of hotels.
papameat.
I've been to a couple of bad hotels. I went to one in Blackpool, and there was rats just above our roof. There was a hole in the ceiling, so they could have came out when they want, and it was just absolutely fucking disgusting.
How you doing? How you doing? Coming and sitting down because today.
Oh, the toilet was black.
We've all been to a hotel.
Not white, it turned black because it was just fucking moldy as fuck.
Luxury hotel that caters
The worst hotel in the world.
To a roach-infested Motel 6. There's a nice little spectrum out there. Regardless of what you're able to afford, going to a hotel can be a bit of a gamble. Sometimes they're dirty, sometimes the buildings are run down, and oftentimes there's a slight feeling of danger. I'm guessing from crackheads or maybe weird neighbors next door. What's that?
I've encountered a few crackheads in my time.
Apparently, hotel room break-ins have become surprisingly common. And by that, I mean, I feel like that's always been a thing. Right? So much so that there's an entire genre of video focused on giving tips on how to use household objects to lock hotel doors from unwanted guests or staff.
Got a fucking hair clipper.
Things like hangers, towels, and forks to basically block the door. People even buy additional portable locks and alarms online to ensure their safety when staying overnight. You might think that doing this 20-minute long setup to lock your door or whatever while you're sleeping might seem outrageous, but at the same time, you don't want to be that one statistic. So let's look at just how bizarre and terrifying the world of hotels can be. Over time, we've seen a large increase in sexual predators going after women in hotel rooms. Really came swinging again with this one, dude. Jesus Christ. Can't ease into it at all? Holy I thought we might start with like petty theft, but nope. Here we go. While creeps preying on innocent women have been a tale as old as time itself, more people have felt comfortable coming forward to share their stories. One woman from Austin, Texas recounts the night she had awoken to a man who had somehow gotten access to her hotel key. As he was attempting to open the door, the woman noticed his finger prying through the door trying to undo the latch. The woman
His hand's through the door. So you know what you can just do? Just fucking run into the door. His hand's fucked. He'll have no hand left.
Screamed and charged at the door and slammed it shut, yelling, "Get the f*** out!"
She did a good job. And if that's me, I think I'm curb stomping the fucking door through. I'm gonna curb stomp it. I know hotel doors in America are also like bulletproof. So I'm probably not going to break it. Because they're like bulletproof and full of fucking metal or some shit.
Man screamed,
like I'm going into a secret vault.
And quickly scurried off. She quickly called 911, but soon realized that the man's severed fingers were still in the door latch. Police arrived, which is awesome. Yeah. I would put him in a fucking jar. If I was that woman, I would pickle those fingers 100%. It goes without saying that more often than not, the source of most disturbances and strange occurrences are the hotel guests themselves. For example, one man was arrested for gooning in the hotel lobby. In Nashville, such a beautiful musical city, huh? A man named Jonathan Walker had visited a Hilton Garden Inn, and he started using the computer in the hotel's business center, despite not being a hotel guest. He started playing porn on the speakers for a long period of time until hotel workers...
So he was just having a wank in front of everyone. Little kids walking in the hotel. Mummy, what's he doing? Oh, he's just having a wank, mate.
Started to notice. They called the police, who approached him and tried to get his attention. Jonathan refused to stop watching.
I wonder what video. What the fuck has happened here? I wonder what video he's watching though.
Police officers had to take him into custody and remove him from the
because there's a couple of good ones on that.
This was a repeat occurrence.
I wonder which one it was.
He had already been banned from the hotel previously. He was charged with trespassing. He must have been locked in, dude. He's like, I can't hear you.
I like how he thinks it's like a public library where you can just go.
Well, it's just locked in on the goon.
Public library we can go and watch for. Is that what you do?
Well, that's what.
No. It's a public library. What are you talking about? It's like a public library where they just let you watch porn, beat your dick all day, you little. Right, guys, in public library, and they can rent Shel Silverstein's Where the Sidewalk Ends. Right, guys.
Nah, if he has a conversation with his mate though, where's the weirdest place you've had a wank? In a hotel lobby, while there was fucking kids about on a hotel computer, just playing porn and just fucking having a wank.
I don't know is when they're like, he did it for a long time.
Fair.
I'm wondering, because they said he was a repeat offender. I wonder if they just saw him and they're like, And they're like, he'll be done in a bit. Who's motherfucker's got to clean that?
It sounds like he was
Ew.
just watching, not actually.
And you better believe. Well, I think he was doing some dry rubbing, trying to start a little Indian fire. You know what I mean?
Little pocket pool.
Yeah. Also,
Watching it's not still not good.
Just leave.
Not even if he wasn't touching. Just watching.
Yeah, definitely. And of course,
Who watches and doesn't rub?
this is not
That's
the only
weird
story about
in
gooning in a
itself.
hotel. There's also Florida serial hotel gooner. That's right, my friends. Serial
Serial
gooner.
hotel
In 2019, at Hotel Zamora, Jason Bradley walked into the hotel balcony naked and started masturbating in front of a hotel staff member. That's just not fun. That's a little peekaboo. That's a little jack in the box that I don't want to see.
Isn't that sexual harassment?
Yeah, well, it says the guy with the public library thing. How many
Sexual
When
harassment.
intervened and told him to stop. Jason ran back to his room and locked the door. Like a little toddler. Like when your parents try to pick you up from your friend's house and you try to hide and be like, just see if I can stay over again. Except this time it's like a 6'3" naked guy, hard dick, run through the lobby. Police were promptly called and he was arrested shortly after. 3 days later, Jason was again arrested for the same thing. This time at a Hyatt hotel near Clearwater Beach. This time Jason was caught jerking it in a beach house cabana that he didn't
On a
pay for.
beach.
Which is the biggest crime there. And that was after 3 women complained about him. So he was hiding there beating for a bit. Took 3 women to come forward and be like, there's a guy in there. And let me tell you, I don't think he paid. When confronted, Jason punched the employees in the face and then ran into the parking garage to hide. You think that was the hand he was using to beat his cock?
No, I think he punched with his other hand and kept beating.
So you think that he's beating and punching? That's an alpha. The police were called and Jason was once again swiftly arrested. He now faces
What
multiple counts
the
of lewd
fuck?
exhibition and assault. Just a few months ago, he was also arrested for indecent exposure involving a minor. Just had to put the little cherry on top. And
What's his obsession with just beating his fucking dick near children or fucking just random women? That's an obsession I've never fucking heard of.
wow, all right. Today's video is sponsored by Hungry.
Oh, fucking no one gives a fuck. What the fuck?
Thank you, Hungary, for sponsoring this video. In hotel rooms in the middle of the night, creating a traumatizing.
Where?
Strange hotel guests sneaking into their hotel rooms in the middle of the night, creating a traumatizing experience. Natalia Taxisi, a model from Thailand, posted a viral TikTok detailing a horrifying experience she had in a Japanese hotel. She had traveled to Japan for a vacation, believing it would be a.
There was a guy hiding under a bed.
Decided to go to the APA Hotel and Resort in Tokyo, which is a well-known hotel chain. After a long day of sightseeing, she
Never
returned to
go
a
in there.
hotel and laid in bed before noticing a particularly repulsive smell.
Oh, it
After
stinks
some
of
time,
shit.
she had realized that it was coming from underneath.
Just had
the
a
bed.
piss under the bed.
Tulsi checked under the bed, coming face to face with a pair of eyes staring directly at her. She screamed and leapt off the bed. The Asian man climbed up from under the bed and stared at her for about 3 seconds.
I wonder what he did in those 3 seconds. What was his thought process?
Do you think he was naked?
No, I think he was just a weird, stinky man, little garbage man. At the moment, Natalsi claimed that those seconds felt like my life was over. Suddenly, the man started screaming before turning and sprinting out the room. Ah! Turns around, pulls a Kevin McAllister. The police were contacted where they found a hidden power bank that the man was using for his phone, meaning he had potentially been there for a long...
He could have been there for
all day.
days.
He was charging his phone, playing like Angry Birds and shit.
He just didn't have a shower, so he just stunk a
CCTV cameras
bore.
in the hotel.
Be
The police
all.
claimed that there was little chance of identifying the man, but eventually she was able to get a full refund for her trip. Thank God.
I stayed at a APA hotel.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? I forgot about that.
They're nice. Apparently,
Oof.
we need to fact check this.
That is
The
nice.
APA hotel's run by a cult leader. So maybe it was a cult member.
Maybe it was a cult member. They're like, go up there and take this battery and let it charge. She'll be up there real soon. Hotel guests have a tendency to do whatever they want in hotel rooms, seeing as they're paying for it. While some will settle for cranking up the AC all night, others treat the place like their own personal trash can. This was the case for Kelly Tedford, the OnlyFans
Kelly
hotel pisser.
Tedford.
In
What
New
has she
Hampshire,
done?
An OnlyFans model named Kelly Tedford was
An
caught
OnlyFans
destroying a
model.
Marriott hotel room with her
Sick.
bodily waste. She had the plan of filming a video
Oh,
for her
she's
OnlyFans,
just
Kinky
fucking
Kelly,
left a
in which she
jizz on
covered
the
the
bed.
entire room in her own piss. She proceeded
Oh.
to pee all over the bedding, all over the curtains, even pissed on the AC unit, which it's like that's gonna blow it even more in the air. Which granted, the room's gonna smell like piss anyway, so she's like, fuck it. And she even pissed on the hotel Bible.
That's crossing the fucking line. There's a line, and your fucking suicide died on it.
For good measure, she even took a on the floor, which she would later hide in the upper tank of the toilet. A little upper decker. That was that. She's being a little bitch, dude. That's a woman who just needs to be slapped around.
Yeah, she needs to be shown a thing or two.
All right, we're kidding. She was arrested and charged with criminal mischief. Further investigation showed that she had been doing things like this for years. And in one case, she was
so it wasn't a
arrested for
first.
all over grocery store products. Jesus fucking Christ. And a whole new problem with hotel guests emerges when you look at stories revolving around luxurious hotels.
So she just goes around places for OnlyFans, just pissing on stuff.
Some wealthy guests can be straight.
Who's buying that?
Some hotel workers have to put.
Who's watching a piss on fucking
like the smear
a pack of
campaign
skips?
orchestrated by a teenager named Theodore.
A pack of bobbins.
Weintraub. Theodore had been attempting to order a drink at the bar inside of the Mark Hotel, an upscale spot known for its high-profile clientele. He was turned down due to him being 17, attempting to use a fake ID, which caused him to become aggressive. Due to him being 17, attempting to.
Batman bin. Superman. Okay.
Use a fake ID, which caused him to become aggressive. After causing a scene, he was banned from the hotel for disturbing other guests, and he later tried to enter through a dinner reservation with his family, only to be caught and denied entry. He begged them to reconsider, only to flip out since he didn't get his way. And according to the filing, the defendant began accusing the hotel of being anti-Semitic and spitting in people's food, until his father calmed him down. Theodore, stop. Stop it, Theodore. Calm down. We're sorry. He usually gets his alcohol and he's fine, but God damn it, Theodore, calm down. There was also reports of hotel staff passing by him on the street near the hotel. Theodore became enraged and started screaming at them. This frustrated him.
Can't lie, I've not been to many hotels in my life, but I've never experienced something like this. Never.
So much that
this must just be an American thing and Japanese.
His revenge. He
apparently
hired multiple protesters to stand outside the hotel and smear their reputations.
Every hotel I've ever been to, everyone's been
Mark
quite
denies
nice.
The Holocaust and the Mark spreads disease. Check, check, and check. All the while, Mark spreads disease. Check, check, and.
Pedophiles, Nazis, and the plague.
All the while, Theodore sat inside of his Cadillac parked out front so he could laugh at the scene unfolding. And at one point, hotel guests were physically accosted as well. Theodore made sure to do this during the busiest time when celebrity guests would be staying at the hotel. Specifically, Drake. At one point, they tried to physically stop him from re-entering the hotel, causing a crowd of his fans to get into a physical altercation that ended in one protester being punched in the face. In the end, the hotel filed a restraining order against Theodore and barred him from continuing his protest within 150 feet of the property.
I thought it was already banned.
But just a little farther down.
Does that even work, though? I feel like they...
Well, first off, if the protesters aren't getting paid, they're going to show up a couple times, but they're going to quickly be like, I can't keep doing this, you know? Also, him sitting in his Cadillac, he's like definitely like a little Nepo baby thing, just chortling, eating snacks. Like, can you pay us more? I can. My dad doesn't give me allowance yet. No. Other hotel staff members have recounted stories of guests making them incredibly uncomfortable in public forums. One worker tells a story of her creepiest night shift experience. One night shift worker explains that most of the calls they get late at night are from creeps, which just makes sense. People, little gooners going out there being like, I'm outside, I can smell your panties.
Jeez.
Like little prank call stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm here, I'm outside. Whatever. Or just people just being like, what are you wearing? I mean, I could see that. Just weird shit.
Also drunk, too, maybe.
Yeah, drunk assholes. I need a place to stay. She received a call at 1 a.m. from a hotel guest, only to find out that he was jerking off over the phone. What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Do you think she heard it?
Yeah, dude.
Why is every story about someone just having a fucking wank? What's going on?
Definitely heard the.
Is that all people do in hotels?
Trough of mud.
This fucking goon.
Do you think he was making little moans? Oh.
I was wondering if I could get away. Wake up call. Another staff member recounted the time that a naked man ran into the lobby and started yelling at workers to give him directions to the bathroom. He was given directions only to go the wrong way and end up running into a wedding party. The man began to panic, crying profusely, and he turned back around, leaking all over himself and onto the floor. He had to be escorted out of the building by police, and the wedding event was comped to the hotel for their absurd interruption. How do we know that was orchestrated?
I was just thinking the same thing.
I'm gonna do the same thing for my daughter's wedding. When my daughter gets married, I'm gonna be like, here's $200. Just yourself and run through. Oh, come on. Come on. The whole thing is free. $200 and you save how many thousands? Come on now.
easy to repeat too, because all you have to be like, the wedding's there, go up to the staff, ask where the bathroom is, go the wrong way.
Easy peasy. The only problem is your wedding's in a hotel.
Oh, well, they're nice hotels.
No, it's
The
true.
Hilton
Yeah, but I mean, where'd you get married? The Hilton. Isn't it a typical thing, like just tiny chapels?
or Barnes.
Or barn? I got married on a beach.
Oh yeah, that's right.
On an Oregon beach.
I want to get married in Scotland on the cliff. And have my wife
Scotland
come down
on
a helicopter.
On the cliff. Couple of cliffs in Scotland, mate. There's a couple of cliffs. Got to be more specific.
Some of the most entitled and chaotic guests at a hotel are easily from wedding parties. One front office manager of a hotel describes the most chaotic night of their entire career. 70 rooms were rented by attendees of the wedding, with the bride and bride's maids infuriating nearby guests during the loud bachelorette party. After receiving 3 noise complaints, they decided to pay a group of kids $20 to run around the hallways in order to distract attention away from them. The next day, the bride and the bridesmaids angrily complained to the front desk worker about the staff telling them to quiet down. They believed that because their event gave them so much business, they deserved special treatment. Later, the worker had to assign guests to very specific rooms, as she was informed that several of the guests had cheated on each other and would have to be far apart. It's a crazy wedding, dude. The Hilton's getting a little wild. The day of the wedding was full of guests screaming at the staff over small inconveniences. In the middle of the chaos, one mother reveals that her child drank too much pool water and ended up throwing up in the elevator. During the wedding reception, police had to be called due to adults buying drinks for the underage children. One of them gotten so drunk that he took his mother's keys, attempted to drive her car, and crashed in the parking lot. Everyone was kicked from the venue, and the party resumed all night
Well,
in the
that's just
hotel
fake
rooms
as fuck.
between arguing with staff who were trying to quiet them down. In the morning,
That's
the
just
bride
stupid.
storms into the lobby and tells the front office manager that every single person should be refunded fully. The bride was furious over the fact that the cops were called, stating that they should be allowed to have fun and not be treated like a bunch of dogs. No refund was issued, and the worker threatened to call the cops once more if things continue to escalate. What I would have done is I would have been like, I have this hammer, and I'm going to drive it through your skull, you and your trashy ass family. You know what? Actually, come here. And I would. I'd kill all of them with a hammer. But I'd let the kids get drunk still. We've talked about some wild hotel guests. Don't let that
Freaks
fool you.
on payroll.
Hotel staff members can
Oof.
just as easily be the creepiest and most insane people. Look no further than the infamous story of Poop Gelato. Did I grab your
What?
attention? Poop Gelato. Steve White and
Is that
his wife
shitty ice
Jessica
cream?
have been staying in the Coogee Bay Hotel in Sydney, a popular beachfront tourist destination. While grabbing a drink at one of the pubs on location, they were frustrated to find that the music they were playing overpowered the rugby match that they were trying to enjoy.
The
They also
rugby
complained that the
match.
food, the staff, and the price of their gelato, and the other customer. The hotel decided to appease the two of them by sending a large complimentary bowl of gelato to their table. So how'd I eat it? Would you like to have some gelato? It's from Italy. Among the various flavors of gelato in the bowl, the bottom seems to be layered with chocolate. Steve took a big bite, only to throw it up and retch over what seemed to be a
Ugh.
giant log of hidden underneath the gelato. Jessica had already taken a bite as well, becoming violently ill. The hotel tried to offer them $5,000 to look the other way, which was denied. Instead,
Well, that has to be illegal. You can't feed
they
people
took a sample of the
poo.
feces and went to the police, who confirmed that it was indeed human excrement. Investigation into the poop gelato
Whose poo is it?
failed to reveal who the culprit was. To save their reputation, the hotel employees signed contracts that forbid them from talking to the media. Jessica's reputation, however, was slowly ruined over the course of a month. According to her, everywhere I go, I'm now known as the one who ate the poo. It happens when I'm shopping, when I'm walking down the street, and when I'm on the sideline watching my
What,
son
people
Little
just
Ass-
come up to her? Ha! You ate shit! Ha! Bitch.
on a Saturday
Actually
morning.
funny.
In the end, an undisclosed amount of money was reached in a settlement between the hotel and the
Just
Whites.
people coming
The
up to her
amount of
laughing
money
at her
was
in the
six
street
figures.
because she ate palapoo.
They offered her 5, she said no, and then they're like, this is hush money. I bet you anything it was like at least $100,000. I think that she could have probably shut that place down. That's gotta be like bioterrorism, right? Some kind of crazy shit like that. And you got violently ill. I mean, like people would lose their jobs.
Bioterrorism.
I mean, like I think that legitimately she probably could have shut that place down.
I was thinking like a mill.
You think $1 million for some poo? Nah, dude.
Well, the damages too. People were calling poo lady.
Yeah, reputation. I'm just saying. I think someone would buckle under 100K. You want 100,000? Okay, I'm the poo girl. I'm the poo woman. I'd be that way. In another disgusting display, we also have the Hilton toe sucker, which is my favorite story.
You ain't going to a hotel just to suck someone's fucking dirty, manky feet.
of this entire video. In Nashville...
Don't tell me he sneaks into hotel rooms while people are asleep and just licks toes.
For music, right? Once again, at a Hilton downtown hotel, a man named Peter Brennan was asleep before the day of a big work conference. He awoke to a man sucking his toes in the dead of night. Peter immediately leaped into the air and started screaming as the man sprinted out the...
Oh, I can't explain to you what I'll do to that man. I'll just volley him. I'll volley him across the room. Cristiano Ronaldo knuckleball top left against Portsmouth.
room. This man was David Neal, the manager of the Hilton Hotel, who was working a night shift. David made copies of the guest key in order to break into the room and perform strange acts as a part of this weird, sick fetish.
I'm using his head as a fucking football.
Must have been a good-looking guy, huh?
I'm volleying him.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
I'll volley the
You're in
cunt.
room 428.
Ew. Toes.
Have a good night. A warrant was put out for his arrest, and he was eventually taken into custody for aggravated burglary. This wasn't his first run-in with the law, as he had previously served prison time due to a slew of crimes. Brennan told reporters that he started going to therapy after the whole ordeal and still does not feel safe in his own home. If there was something like that, that would f me up too. People can probably attest this. There's got to be viewers of...
Mate, a foot fetish has to be one of the most fucking... Oh, right. Sick. Who's this? Fuck knows. Nice one, Harvey. Love that. Who the fucking hell? Yeah, well, dox his fucking real name. Fuck him. Prick.
we have that has had someone break into their home or anything while they were there or sleeping. That invasion of privacy and security, dude.
But does it make sense if it's in a hotel?
Right, Harvey, mate. What do you want? I don't know who your little friend was, but he didn't fucking last long, did he? So... That was Alex, was it? Oh, who's this? Who's this then? That's Connor, is it? Nice. So what we doing here then? Just being fucking knobs, are we? Alright, sound. I don't know what you think's gonna happen. Like, I'm not just gonna ban yous for being dicks. I don't know what yous want. Fucking back to the video then. Fuck me.
No, because that makes sense if someone broke into my house and sucked my toes.
Yeah, but hotels, I mean, that's the same thing. Any place
20
where you were
push-ups, for fuck's sake. Ah! You fucking dickhead.
to their home or anything while they were there or sleeping. That invasion of privacy and security, dude.
But does it make sense if it's in a hotel? Because that makes sense if someone broke into my house. And sucked my
Yeah,
toes.
but hotels, I mean, that's the same thing. Any place where you were sleeping and you lock the door, I think that follows you. Because then when you go home, you like hear some shit. It's just like the psychological damage to it. I think it fucks you up anywhere. Even if it wasn't your home or your own hotel room, like let's say you were staying at a buddy's house, it would fuck you up forever.
That's what I've been hearing, like rats in my ceiling.
You said that too with why your voice was like broken. That's why I have rats.
I don't think it's rats, but maybe squirrels.
I think that's you having like sleep paralysis and you're just envisioning things. You also get like 1 hour of sleep a night. I'm starting to hear weird things. Little gnomes running around my attic. Some of the scariest things to come out of the hotel experience is not the creepy people or staff members. It's the things people find in their rooms. It's common for people to find human excrement in their rooms. People, there's poo. Get over it. One hotel Marriott guest came out of the shower and pulled a towel from the rack, only to find that there was a baseball with smearing of poo on it. Others have allegedly found hidden cameras placed inside the hotel room, sometimes pointed directly at their toilet. That's the biggest thing. The amount of like hidden cameras I see in like
Isn't that quite
alarms,
normal,
people put it in,
though?
like AC vents, all that kind of shit. Also power outlets. Like
Fucking
the
hidden
power
cameras
outlet, that can be a
everywhere.
camera. There's apparently a wand you can do to like
Oh,
go around
really?
a room. Yeah.
There's something people do with tape. I don't know if it's a troll, but they like.
I've
put
probably got
tape
one in
on
my
the
wall
window,
somewhere.
like a marker through it to see if it's like a.
Wouldn't
see-through
surprise
mirror,
me.
Too.
Oh yeah. Well, I thought I've heard that too with like hotel paintings and because they're like I've heard that can be like a two-way mirror too.
With a painting?
Yeah, or like a glass frame painting, and it's like, oh, this is just a picture. I've seen some crazy shit, man. Which makes me think when I see the girl who's like, let me lock the door, and she puts like 70 things up to, I'm like, I don't fucking blame you. Also, too, you think I want my tiny dick and like my fat shit splayed out in the dark web to be sold? Not really. You know what I mean? If I'm sitting there beating my little monkey cock and then that's put online,
The
that'd fuck me up.
fuck?
Not true. I guess, some of it's rational.
I think it's all rational. If I walked by and I saw somebody doing that, who am I to be like, paranoid much? And then, of course, that's on the next day. Look at my phone and just sees me like beat my little, I'm like, online. I'm like, how did they get that? One hotel worker had even stumbled across a live baby that had been abandoned in the parents' room. I hear that happens all the time.
Oh.
Well, that's the whole thing with dumpster babies too.
Madeline McCann?
Toss them out.
Well, I was gonna say, was this
Ooh.
a staff member? Did they just leave the baby in?
I'm thinking that it was a guest. The thing too is I think people are f***ed up and they'll rationalize it. Well, like, I mean, he was in a comfortable, warm place.
Also, yeah, they leave it in a hotel room to be like, well, the staff will find it.
Well, they'll find it. Yeah. As if that like makes it okay. Well, someone's gonna stumble on it eventually. We left a bunch of crackers and Pringles on the. I mean, you should be fine.
Isn't that what happened to fucking Madeline McCann? Just
Have you seen
left
baby
her.
boxes? Cities have a thing where it's like a big, like,
Got
metal
fucking kidnapped.
box with a little window.
She's
You put
probably
a
dead
baby
now.
in it, and when you close it, you pull like a string, and it calls the fire department.
What year are you talking about?
This is 2025.
No.
Yeah.
No. There is no way there is a metal delivery box for a child to first off bake in, and then also that you pull a string that calls the fire department. That seems like something in a Buster Keaton film.
It's got AC and a little tablet that the baby. It's like. You
That's
put
real.
a little string.
Just got people leaving the kids in a fucking bakery box.
That's probably true. And as you would expect, multiple people have had the experience of stumbling across a dead body. In college, I saw a dead body. It's f***ed up. I thought it was a guy sleeping. It's a homeless guy.
Yeah, I told me about that.
It's fucking horrible.
Very scarred. Was it kind of like
No.
Stand By Me?
No, it wasn't as cool as Stand By Me. It was like really sad. Actually, I guess it's Stand By Me. It was pretty sad in that too. I don't know. You sit there and you're like, oh shit. Well, because you think at first it's just like a homeless guy sleeping in this park. You're like, oh damn. And then you like look at it and he was just dead. So we called the cops.
That's my fear. I'm gonna be walking and there's a dead body.
That's my fear. Not snakes. I'm not claustrophobic, but if I see a dead body, that's my biggest fear. That's why I've never been able to go to a funeral. Some people have found bizarre items like
That
kangaroo
fucking
tail covered in
lingerie.
maggots inside of the oven. Another person found tons of raw steaks in the
Ooh.
room. And apparently, he was being kicked out of the hotel, and he started throwing the raw steaks directly at housekeeping staff. Caught him. Put him in a cooler. But nothing is as strange as what one
Good
hotel
protein.
remodeler found during a job. He looked underneath a piece of furniture to find what looked like a dark human-like figure with large breasts. To find what looked like a dark.
Why's the kneecaps and the vagina covered in moisturizer or dust of some sort.
Human-like figure with large breasts.
Or is that just fucking lube?
Show the photos of that. I don't know what I would do.
Could be
at first
lube.
I think it's a real body. I'd be like, oh my god. The man noted that there was old blood left behind on it, and people were convinced that it was some kind of weird makeshift sex doll. When asked how the material felt, he said, "I will never forget the crunchy feeling."
Oh, it's crunchy.
Sound like picking up like a pile of leaves. Some people would bring full weapons into the room only to leave them there. One hotel worker admits that housekeeping completely missed a loaded firearm in a drawer upon cleaning the room. An entirely new family was booked and checked out before anyone realized that the gun was there. In a strange scene,
Right, so
one
no
hotel
one knew
worker in
the gun
charge
was
of
there.
doing laundry walked into a room to find that
That's
a jacuzzi
bullshit.
tub was filled to the brim with Jell-O, staining the material so bad that it had to be professionally cleaned and fully taken apart due to it being crammed into the jets. That's I like how we couldn't lead with just like the Jell-O jacuzzi. Instead, that's at the end after everyone has clicked off for poop and blood, sex dolls, and dead people. Okay, hotels bring people from all walks of life. Sometimes
Checking
things
out.
can lead to some truly bizarre and crazy encounters. If you're checking into a hotel, just act like a normal fucking person, dude. Don't bother anyone.
Oh shit. Video's done. Oh fuck. Quite a good video.